Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to Relationship Rhetoric. I'm your host, unapologetically Angela. It is such a beautiful Tuesday. Good to be with you again. I just came back from an amazing experience in Costa Rica. I missed you last week. I probably missed you more than you missed me. But I love these opportunities. Even while away, I was thinking about who could I talk to? Whose brain could I pick? And this young lady, her pictures have been wowing me now for some years. And she did not miss a beat. She did not skip a beat during the pandemic. And she is still going strong and evolving and glowing all over Instagram and Facebook. So I'm really, really interested just to hear her story and how she got to where she is right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Khalifa Kofi. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Yes.
Yes. Great. How are you, gorgeous?
Oh, I'm good. I can't complain. I'm a little
Absolutely.
tired. You know how mom life goes.
Yes, exactly. The job that does not have a beginning or end. It just
At all.
continues. So first, let me say I'm loving this jewelry. Is this Simply Antoinette?
Oh yes, hold on. Let me get close so y'all can see.
Yeah.
Shout out my girl, Mercedes. With
Yeah.
Sincerely Antoinette.
Absolutely love it. Yes,
Thank
she's
you.
my
I was
girl.
lucky enough to get it before she sold out.
Yes,
Congratulations.
ma'am. Yes,
Big
ma'am.
deal.
I'm very proud of her. Very proud of her.
Yes.
So let's talk about you. And so, where are you from, Khalifa?
I'm from here. I'm from Memphis.
You are from Memphis, okay? So I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure you get the questions I get often. You from Memphis?
Right.
Like different type of people don't exist in Memphis. So, anywho,
Right, and
um,
it's crazy because there are so many talented and eccentric people here in the city, and I'm like, where are y'all going to where you're not meeting these people? I see them everywhere. So
exactly.
yeah,
So tell us a little bit about your upbringing. What part of Memphis are you from? What type of child were you?
grew up in South Memphis.
Okay.
Um, we were there until I was about 12, and then we moved to a different part of Whitehaven, which is close to the Fairleigh High School.
Okay.
Um, so I went to Jeter Middle, went to Fairleigh High School, and I've always grown up just doing the art. So I was always an artistic kid, always drawing, always coloring, always doing something, in the art. So um, that's just always been something that I've expressed myself with. It's just
Okay.
being creative.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, in being creative, did you find yourself feeling awkward growing up or just norm?
Um, honestly, it was probably only awkward the older I got. Like when people started making big deals about appearances, because I
Hmm.
was like literally the only kid at Fairleigh High School who wore, stuff from like Hot Topic,
Yeah.
like the spikes and the chains and the big pants. Like that was me. And I listened to a lot of rock and roll music. So like I grew up pretty much listening to different types of music, blues, jazz, the oldies. So, like I grew up with a pretty diverse uh, upbringing for the most part. So
Okay.
the arts weren't discouraged. Music was a huge part of my life. So
Okay.
yeah.
So, would you say that your parents had a lot to do with you being so versatile artistically?
My mom for sure. Yeah, for sure. Because she raised me. Like she raised
Okay.
me and my four siblings, so it was five of us.
Okay.
Um, she raised us, so it was like she had a big hand in self-expression. So she's like the person I talk to the most about when people ask me questions like, "How are you so comfortable naked?" And I'm like, "My mom." So yeah, I
Okay.
mean, she's always been like that solid rock for me to just allow me to express myself. So I've gotten a lot of that from her. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my next question. Is your mom? Do you consider your mom very creative?
In her own way, yeah. In her own way.
Mhm.
She's always been big on just being herself. So I grew up having like that strong black woman model to that role model, like to where it's like just be yourself and don't really care what anybody has to say about it. So
Oh, I love that. I love that. I
mm-hmm.
love that. So, out of your siblings, how many are girls? How many are boys?
There's five of us total. Me and my sister. So there's two girls, three boys,
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
the middle child. So I was
And
pretty
that's,
rebellious growing
yeah,
up.
that's an interesting place to be. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you say that any of your other siblings are creatives?
4 out of 5. Yeah, 4 out of 5.
Mm.
Let's see. The four of us that are artistically creative, we do music. My oldest brother does like car interior design, exterior design. My little brother, he's really good at drawing and painting. Uh, I'm really good at film photography and just coming up with really cool concepts. And then my little sister, she's really good at drawing as well. So
Wow.
4 out of 5 of us can do the art, but
Yeah.
there's always 4 out of 5 that can do something.
So what does that other one do?
He's pretty wild. He lives out in Arizona, so he expresses himself now by going on like these extreme hikes,
Oh, wow.
and it's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, college, any?
Yeah, I went to the Memphis College of Art, which isn't there anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, I studied at the Memphis College of Art.
Okay. What were you taking up there?
Photography and alternative processing. So I know how to do film photography and I know how to print images on pretty much anything. If I have the right equipment, I can print an image on the wall. I can print it on a brick. So it doesn't matter. If I have the right equipment, I can pretty much print something on anything. So
Okay. Very nice. Very interesting. Let's talk about being a mom.
Oh, child.
Or being a creative mom. So that means we're raising creative children.
Absolutely. Yeah. There's a lot of clay sculpture going on right now, a lot of painting, a lot of scribbling, of course. Scribbles everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the kids, they love to create. If it makes a mess, they love to do it. Like we'll get outside and make mud houses, stuff with sticks, rocks, whatever we can pick up and make into something. That's usually what we do. So yeah. I mean, the creativity is naturally there as well. So,
okay.
But so being a creative, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Being a creative as a mom is interesting because, you know, you've seen some of the shows I've done. I've been in some of your shows. So
right.
Coming home or leaving wearing some of the stuff, and my daughter's like, where are you going today? So it's not a secret. You know, she thinks it's really cool to have a mom who's like a performance artist, so to speak. So
very nice. So who's the oldest?
Draven's the oldest. She's 9. She's 9, going on like 21.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So she keeps me in line a lot too when I'm doing stuff. She'll be like, "Well, you probably shouldn't be," and I'm like, "Girl, I'm your mama."
That was my next
kids,
question.
they know more than we
they do.
allow. They know more than we say they do. So
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Very intuitive.
Okay. And so the youngest is
4.
Ooh, lots of scribbling on things.
Walls.
Yeah.
Anything that can be scribbled on is scribbled on. I'll just put it that way.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Have either of them seen you in your body paint?
Yes, there have been, because I'm really cool with Kendra.
Yeah.
Who does the body painting.
Yes, I love her.
And we've done a few shoots where I will just come home and there's a recent shoot I did, I'm sure you saw, where my head was painted.
Yeah.
I was painted from like the scalp down to like my hips. All of that was painted. So coming home and walking in, they were just like, "What the hell?" And so I was like, "Yeah, it's all under here too." So I like lift my shirt and so I mean they get to see all that cool stuff too.
Oh, nice. Do you get weird questions?
I get weird looks.
Okay.
Mostly from the neighbors when they see me, but I'm just like, whatever.
Yes, because how dare they though? Our neighborhood is weird.
I just tell them you're welcome. You're welcome.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So because I really consider what we do on the far end of being creative, how has that played into the dating world?
Ooh, oh my gosh. It's definitely weeded out the weak ones. I'll just put it that way. It's weeded out the men who have tried to box me into a category. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally, I've encountered men who will be interested simply from the things that I post on my Instagram. And then when they see that that's how I am,
For
no matter
real.
where I am,
Uh-huh.
and then they're just like, oh shit, can I say that on here?
Yes.
You know, Facebook's sensitive about that kind of stuff, and I have a bad mouth. So, but it's just weeded out the men who really can't truly handle a woman of my caliber. I'll just put it that way.
Love it.
But I have come across somebody who's pretty special. You've seen him at the show before. He's really supportive, and you know, we have really good conversations about the experiences I've had and the ones that I continue to have. So having that masculine support, like, it's, you know, I don't know how to explain it. It's a different type of feeling. You know, it's nice to have somebody who's so secure in themselves that they aren't worried about me running off, or, you know, oh, this is what she does, so I'm sure she's having sex all the time and blah blah blah. And it's like, it's the complete opposite.
Correct.
The whole drought over here.
Opposite. Yeah. Yeah.
It's the whole drought.
Yeah. And you know, the strange part about that is that very few people view women that are strong and confident in themselves wanting a male counterpart.
Right.
You know, they get this impression that, you know, we are so independent that we don't need anyone. But again, that's another misconception.
It is, because I love being soft for a good man. I'm sorry.
Do you hear what I'm saying?
I could exist there forever and be fucking
ma'am.
happy. So,
yes, ma'am.
But yeah, there is that misconception where it's like, well, you handle yourself so well and you deal with this, that, and the third. You don't need nobody. And when did I say that? I never said that. So there are always, and luckily, that was one of the things I really appreciate growing up around having strong Black women role models. So it wasn't just my mom, it's also my aunt, who I'm really, really close to, my late grandmother, rest her soul. Like, she was the matriarch. She was the one who set that tone of, you know, this is who I am. You're either going to accept it or you're not. I'm not going to change who I am just to make you more comfortable.
Right.
So I've dealt with a lot of people placing labels or whatever on me, and I just let them do it. Like, if you want to call me a whore because it makes you more comfortable, yeah, because I'm going to wake up tomorrow knowing I'm not that, so I can do what I want to do. So
Correct.
I don't care. Like, I have gotten to the point of self-expression to where it's like, you either vibe with what I'm doing or you don't. But either way, I've found that people talk about it. So thank you for the free exposure.
Yeah, exactly. So what is the weirdest thing that you've gotten in your DMs? Because I'm sure with some of the postings, people really have a lot of audacity.
They really do. And it's at an all-time high since the pandemic started. It's like they just give it out today or something. But the weirdest thing, I don't know if there is I don't know if I can give you a list of like weirdest things. They're all pretty fucking weird. If you don't know somebody and they're like, hey, you're my soulmate, or hey, you should marry me, or, you know, of course, the random penis pictures, those happen from time to time. But probably the weirdest thing would be this guy continuously sending me messages after I told him, like, I'm not interested. I'm not really sure what you're looking for here. And he was like, well, we're destined to be together. We're destined to be together. And it's like, I had to block at least 10 different profiles from this same person. Wow. So, I mean, that's probably the craziest that's happened.
And all of this is based on what you post on Instagram.
Yeah. And you follow me, so you know I post maybe at the most twice a month. Right. I have so many photos I'm sitting on because I'm like, this type of art is the stuff that they need to be paying for. So if I start an OnlyFans, it's gonna be all that good uncensored work.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I agree with you totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
So let's talk about you performing in my show. I remember when you first started, you were like, I'm not a dancer, this is that and the other, but you really have evolved since then. How does that feel?
It feels good. I feel more connected to self. Because I think around the time I started with your shows was around the time my grandmother got sick for the first time. So it was kind of just like a way to release a lot of, oh, I know what's coming after this, and me and her were so close. It was just another way to express myself. And it was something that was making her happy because she always loved to see me dance around. So
wow.
It just became a way of not only connecting with self, but, form of expression.
Okay. All right. Very nice. You're a lot like me. I love to dress up. I love to dress up.
Ooh. See, I said I'm gonna be on camera. I gotta put something cute on.
What is your creative process when you're preparing, whether you are preparing for a show or whether you're preparing for a model shoot? What is your ritual that you go through?
I usually, like, people don't understand it. I'm naturally kind of shy. Like I'll talk to people. I'm kind of like an introvert, extrovert. Like I enjoy being home, but at the same time, I love being around people. So I don't know. What was the question again?
Well, how do you prepare yourself? What is your ritual getting yourself ready to come out of that introvert place to perform?
Oh, yeah. So usually I won't think about, a show or a shoot that I have to do until it's literally time for me to start getting prepared for it. And then I'm just like, oh, okay. And so I found that like at least 30 minutes before I'm about to do something, it's usually when it's closest to the time for me to perform that I like to bring down my energy, like bring it down to where I'm not like nervous.
Yeah.
And I've gotten really into yoga consistently for like the last 2 years. So that's how I like to start my days off, is just stretching, becoming one with my body, becoming one with self, becoming one with my space, becoming one with what I'm about to put my energy into. So usually what I like to do is I'll light some incense, I'll stretch, I'll tell myself positive affirmations like, you can do this. I'm grateful to have this opportunity. You're grateful for it, blah, blah, blah. So it's like I will repeat whatever comes to mind that's positive about the experience I'm about to have, is usually what I try to do.
Okay. So how did you get introduced to yoga?
Jean Williams. My twin, my birthday twin.
Your twin. Yes, I should have known.
Hey, twin, I don't know if you're down there, but hey, twin. Yeah, so it was about 2 years ago. And I had actually started pole class with, here's another shout out, Liz Kenmark. Bendy Beast Fitness. Yeah, she's the shit.
She is.
It started with me going to her pole classes, and I realized after that I'm like, oh, I feel so stiff. Like I feel so stiff. I feel like I could be doing something more. And that was around the time that me and Jean were really starting to hang out more. And so I quickly picked up that like both of those two can coexist together. So consistently, I do yoga and I do pole class pretty much every Saturday. So
okay, nice.
Yeah,
nice. I've seen those posts. And just a spoiler alert: you and Jean will be doing a collab.
A collaborative duo performance on the 31st.
I am so excited to see what y'all came up with.
Yes, we had a mini rehearsal last night, and I can say like we both impressed ourselves. So we're looking forward to it.
Yes. I'm looking forward to it. It is long overdue.
Yes, it is.
And so again, it's always one of those instances where I love creative people, but I always want to push them a little further than they think they can go.
Right. And you have been. And anytime you introduce a show, I'm like, I'll do it. Even if that day I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I always, try to take the opportunity to express myself in healthy ways and
Exactly.
in non-judgmental and safe spaces. So, which is what your
Absolutely.
show usually provides, and
Absolutely.
the people I've made connections with in this city provide as well. So,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
safe space and the non-judgment is super important.
So what do you do on a regular? What's your normal life like?
Normal life, I'm a mom. And other than that, I am a independent contractor with the Rev Contemporary, which
Okay.
is formerly Art Village Gallery downtown. Um, they are my top client right now, but I also work with a lot of independent fine artists. Um, so right now, what I do for the gallery is I plan and execute events.
Oh, nice.
So right
Okay.
now with COVID, it's just been we've had 2 gallery openings so far this year,
Okay.
which is pretty good. And then the third
Yeah.
one is coming up on the 24th, 24th
Okay.
or 25th. It's a Saturday.
Okay. And all of these are local?
Yes. Well, the
Oh,
artists that we usually get for the gallery are from different countries in Africa. So we
wow.
usually try to focus on the diaspora.
Okay.
I'll say like 99% of the artists we have that come their work comes to the gallery. They are either from Africa or they are of the diaspora. So you can have like Black Brazilians, Black Cubans. Like if they're
Okay.
an artist of the diaspora, that's usually what we try to do is expose the world to um, Black creatives essentially.
Oh,
So
that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
hmm
I know at one point I saw you in and out a couple of spiritual shops. Do you dabble in that still?
um, yes and no. When I was working at the one spiritual shop, it was more so to help my friends Stephen and Emily at the
Yeah.
Broom Closet.
Hey, Broom Closet people.
Yes, all the shout out. So check them out if y'all are able to. But it was more so to help them out until they moved from one store to the next
To
because
the
they
next.
moved to the bigger location.
Yes.
Um, and then that was like an opportunity that was kind of presented to me because they needed the extra help. They called me and I was like, yeah, of course. And then with COVID, things transitioning back to stuff kind of opening up. Of course, the gallery called and was like, hey, we need you. We need you to come back. So
Oh, very nice.
I'm making that transition now to where it's like I'm spending the rest of my summer traveling with and without children. School starts back in like what 2.5 weeks, so I'll be kid free.
Yeah.
I'll be able to move a little bit
Yeah. Yeah.
easier, but it's been an enjoyable downtime. So
Okay. Okay. So
yeah.
where do you see yourself, let's say, in the next year? Have you set any goals for yourself?
Oh, absolutely. I plan on um, getting a bigger place to stay. I need more room.
Yeah.
So a bigger place for sure. And that's like my biggest goal. It's
Okay.
just a newer place. Preferably, I'd like to be a homeowner again. But with the current market, not sure how soon that's going to happen. It's not a rush, but yeah, in the next year, I do see myself doing more events for the gallery,
Okay.
corresponding with more artists, local and worldwide, uh, and just pretty much continuing what I'm doing now. I didn't realize I was actually living my dream until recently. Like I'm able to do things in the art, make really good money from it, and also be invested in my children's education. So because my job doesn't take away from, because I'm an independent contractor, I can pretty much set my own schedule.
Nice.
Uh, so I mean, it's working out.
Are your
I'm
children
doing everything I
homeschooled?
hoped for. Were
Were.
school starts in about 3 weeks,
Mm-mm.
so won't be doing it anymore.
Okay.
Did a full
Understood.
year.
Understood. Understood. Totally.
I did a full year and we aced it. We aced.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
talking straight A's. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
get my
All
little my
right.
little pat.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That is a task. Yes,
Yeah, and it's not easy. It's a lot of
no,
work. It's a lot of
no.
work.
Okay,
But
very good.
children definitely need that relationship with other children, in
Yeah.
order to grow properly. And there's only so much that Zoom play dates can do. So it's kind of, I'm ready for the gong.
Right. Yeah, I
Go
see you
ahead.
in a while.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So to end our interview, if you could give just some words of encouragement or inspiration to creatives, because a lot of times we feel awkward, we feel left out, we feel misunderstood. What words could you provide for the creatives that could be listening, trying to figure out where they fit in?
Honestly, just be yourself.
Yeah,
Honestly, truthfully, like you will find your tribe, you will find your squad, you will find your people by just being yourself. And that's the honest truth. And to not focus so much on competition, because there's enough space for everybody. Like there's literally enough space for everybody. So yeah.
absolutely. 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 Well, I thank you so
Yeah, of course.
much. I just think it means a lot for people who are on Instagram, who are, even though you post here and there, when you post, they're powerful statements, and powerful statements of expression. So for people to just get inside your world a little bit, to know that there is 5% human in you.
Right. You can't just say any damn thing to me. Like
Right.
that's not gonna
Exactly.
work.
Exactly right. Exactly right. So thank you so much for sharing your time with us. I cannot wait to be on stage with you again. I'm really, really excited.
Same.
Anybody
Same.
curious about July 31st, hit her up and find out.
Yes. In a hurry, because I'm pretty sure we're almost sold out of tickets, right?
5
Oh,
left.
we got 5 left. Okay.
5 left.
I'll
That's
be
it.
posting as soon as we get out here
Yes.
then, because
Thank you, love. Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon.
thank you. See you later.
Yes, yes, yes. Another amazing, refreshing interview. I love creative energy. I love when people are creative and they can't even help it. Just in their simple conversation, that energy and that vibe just flows. And, that again speaks to what she said. Just be yourself. If yourself is not good enough, then don't check yourself. Check those who you're trying to hustle worthiness from. And that is not necessary. There, again, is enough space for everyone. So thank you, Khalifa, for those powerful words. Guys, thank you so much for joining in. I love you. Thank you, Kendra. Thank you, Jean. Thank you for Rebecca for chiming in and being here with us. We love you. We feel your love. I hope to see each of you soon. I know I'll see a lot of you on the 31st. Peace, love, and authenticity. Have a wonderful Tuesday.